Hey there, I'm John Suscovich, your farm marketing friend, and I have a little piece of advice for you, and it's about starting your farm as an analog for starting your farm marketing. Now, I've made some mistakes throughout my life about trying to get too big too fast with the scale of my farm, and that costs you money, it costs you your sanity, where you decided on year one that you're going to do chickens and you're going to do pigs and you're going to do sheep and you're going to do vegetables and you're going to grow hops and you're going to have an apple orchard. You're going to manage all of these separate things all in their first year starting out in the farm. Sounds like a good idea, right? It's not. Trust me, you can go back in some of my older videos and look at a very frazzled John Suscovich. If I had to do it over again, and this is my advice for the new guy who's just watching these videos and thinking about starting out, start with one thing. Start as a homesteader. Have a income off the farm where you're starting out and you're learning how to farm. If you didn't grow up in a farming family, you don't know what you're doing, don't start big. Now, if you do, you're gonna burn out. You start with 50 chickens the first year and you try to sell those to friends and family, and you decide whether you want to raise an animal, kill it, and then eat it, and not just eat it but sell it to other people, which is wild. Just like people do this, I've been doing it for years now. You start with 50 chickens and then you go to 100 chickens, and then 100 chickens works out, so your next year maybe I'll do 500. 500 works out and you're like, I have a growing market for this, and then you have 1,000. Now you're getting into real numbers there where you're comfortable, you know your system, you've been doing this for a while now, you've started to gain customers, and you may feel like adding on another operation, and you could have added another operation year 2 or 3. I don't know what your story is, and that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is the people who, and this is now talking to the not first timers, not just beginning farmers, who have been farming for a while and are struggling with their marketing. That they've been going to farmers markets for a while and the farmers market's starting to fail, or the CSA numbers down a little bit and you're not exactly sure why. And you want to get into doing more marketing for your farm. And there's Facebook and there's Instagram and there's your website and there's the email newsletter, and then there's all the other things that you can be doing analog, in person, like actually seeing other human beings. And if you try to tackle it all at once, it's overwhelming, it's too much to figure out, and you might burn out on it, and you just say, marketing's not for me, I don't know how to be a farm marketer. And that's a load of baloney, because you, sir or madam, have figured out how to effectively and efficiently raise something, a food item, whether it's honey or vegetables or meat, to grow and then sell to other people. And now your problem is selling. You approach marketing the same way you would approach starting a farm. If you go back in time and talk to your younger self, would you say, hey, slow down a little bit and then speed up when it really makes sense? But you don't know when it makes sense unless you've started slow and you figured out what sense really is. With your marketing, start with 2 things: your email list and your website, and those 2 go hand in hand. Develop your website first so you just have a home base to go home to, where no big social network which is influencing elections, and some people hate it and think it's corrupt, and some people think it's the bee's knees and they're always on their phone. No politics, just your website, it's your home, it's comfortable, oh, it's so good. And then you're gonna develop your email list where you're collecting people's information, a way to stay in touch with you outside of a social network where you don't need them at all. And you start with those 2 things, and then you maybe say, oh, I see a lot of other farmers in my area having success using this avenue, and then you try that out. But you don't go to that right away. Start with 2 things maybe, just your website, figure that one out, because it's the winter 2019 right now. Just take the next 2 months and figure out what it is to have a farm website. Do a good job at it. Make sure there's no coming soon pages, because those are just baloney. And make sure all of your farm information, how to contact you, what your name is and what your backstory is, and then just go through your website. And then go to your email list is next. You can use MailChimp, you can use Aweber, you can use Constant Contact. There's a couple other ones. I think Small Farm Central has an email platform now. MailChimp's a good, free, very secure, and very robust, if you need it to be, email platform that you can use that I get nothing from plugging them. It's just like what I use for the farm right now, so I thought I would tell you guys that. So the whole point of this video, if you get nothing else, is that don't be overwhelmed by marketing. We win in increments. Every overnight success is 10 years in the making. It takes time to get this stuff done. It takes time to get good at it, develop the skills, see what the metrics actually are and what they actually mean, see what that customer engagement is. And then by the time You're watching this video 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, oh, that's so easy. I can't believe he was talking about, that's so basic, but so many people missed the boat on it. And I just wanted to highlight that on my YouTube video starting in 2019. All week we're gonna be talking marketing here on the YouTube channel. I don't have flashy videos this year because quite frankly, I don't have time. I'm in my basement, my daughter's asleep right now, and I'm getting this done because I wanna share the information with you. I got the seed idea for this show today, this video that you're watching, from my book, The Pastured Poultry Packet #2, but it's all about marketing grass-fed chickens and eggs. And while the book applies to all facets, any business you're partaking in right now, this book will be relevant. I just happen to talk about it in the framework of pastured poultry. So if you want to find out more information about that, the plug is ending right now. You go to farmmarketingsolutions.com/store and you'll be able to find all my books, including this one, which is on marketing grass-fed chicken and eggs. Every day this week, I'm going to put a little fun fact, a tidbit about my life at the end of the video. While I don't really believe in the John reality TV show, it does help to know that there is an actual human being behind the videos that are showing up on YouTube. So the behind the scenes little snippet for this right now, and let me, I'll pull out my phone right here and shoot this, and it will just cut over to that if this works out properly. I'm in my basement, and there is the camera that you're watching me on. I'm gonna let Paul get creative with this editing. And then there is my backdrop, and the camera that I do the overhead shots with, and a punching bag, and just a moving blanket to help me with audio. This is how I'm putting it together. This is where the information's coming from. I don't know if this is any good, but we're gonna try this out. I'm just a regular dude who's been farming for a while, who's been in business for even longer than that, and has been managing people for a number of years. And I really just have an urge in my heart, a desire to share this information with you because I get asked these questions a lot, and I wanted to shoot this content, create this stuff to put it out there into the ether to see if it helps one or two more people along their path. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and until next time, I will see you out in the field.